We have a major update on the Knicks trade plans. According to multiple NBA insiders, the Knicks are currently targeting high-salary veteran centers for a potential trade. We're going to break down these latest reports and explain potentially what centers the Knicks are currently targeting. We're going to break down all of this and so much more today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. The Knicks are discussing a trade for a veteran center. For the last few weeks, the Knicks have been working the phones trying to add another center to this roster, whether it be Walker Kessler, Nick Richards, Alfred Sengun, or Jalen Duran. The names go on, but it's clear the Knicks desperately are trying to add another center to this roster. Now, it's for a number of reasons, but for one main one, Mitchell Robinson and his injury history. When Mitchell Robinson is available for the Knicks, he is dominant, especially defensively. But when he misses games, it leaves a void for the Knicks to have to fill. Last year, they did it with Isaiah Hartenstein, but this year, they really don't have another backup to give those minutes to. If Mitch goes down, it's likely that Jericho Sims is going to get those minutes. And for the Knicks, they do not seem comfortable with that. So much so that right now, they're shifting gears, and now they're looking for high-salary veteran centers that they can go out in the trade market and target and try to get on this roster. Let's break down these latest reports from SNY's Ian Begley. According to Ian Begley, the Knicks have had casual trade talks with some high-salary veteran centers on the trade market. The backup five is the next domino to fall for the Knicks. Now, the main question that comes to mind after hearing that is what potential veteran centers the Knicks are currently trying to target and get on this roster. Well, thanks to Sports Illustrated, they gave us a number of names of potential veteran centers that are currently available on the trade market. Let's take a look at those names. Shout out to Sports Illustrated for giving us the following information. High-salaried centers who are on the trade block are Atlanta Hawks' Clint Capella and Milwaukee Bucks' Brook Lopez. As early as May 19th, NBA insider Mark Stein reported the Hawks were expected to make Clint Capella available. On the other hand, the Bucks are open to trading the 36-year-old Brook Lopez for a first-round pick, according to Gary Wolfeld of WolfeldPressBox.com. Another high-value center is Nikola Vucevic, but according to reports, he has no market on the trade block. So according to these reports, he might be somebody the Knicks are targeting, because if he is very low cost and clearly a high salary center, the Knicks would potentially target him and get him on this team. Now, admittedly, he does not fit the Tom Thibodeau mold of classic centers he would like on his roster, but he gives you a lot of offense, and maybe he could increase his defense under Thibs. But potentially, if other centers are available, I can see the Knicks going after them and avoiding Vucevic. Out of all the names we just saw for veteran centers that the Knicks could potentially target, only name that comes to mind that I would want the Knicks to go after is Brook Lopez. He's a champion. He has experience. He can shoot the three. He can block shots. He is a starting center, so if he came here, he would likely start for the Knicks, moving Mitchell Robinson to the bench and increasing our depth at the center position. So yes, if he's on the table, he's only going to cost one first-round pick, and we can get away with giving up one of our protected first-round picks to get him on this team, then that's the move that you make right now if you can get any other center. Again, you explore other trade scenarios. You try to get Walker Kessler if he's available. You try to get Jalen Duran if he's available. You try to get Nick Richards if he's available. But if none of those guys are available and we have to look at other high-salary veteran centers, then I have no problem at all with the Knicks going out and targeting Brook Lopez and getting him on this team, because you could go out and search for a long time and find it very difficult to find a better center than Brook Lopez. Again, he does a lot of the little things that you need out of a center, but he could also thrive under head coach Tom Thibodeau. The only issue with Lopez is his age. He's not really that injury prone, but his age causes a lot of concern because if you trade for him, number one, how long are you going to have him on the roster? And number two, if it comes down to it, are you going to re-sign him and keep him on this team? If so, for how long? These are the questions that are going to come up as the Knicks go ahead and explore all of these trade scenarios. But I like Brook Lopez. I like his game. I like his fit for this Knicks team, but only at the right price. I am not going to overpay for Brook Lopez or any other veteran on the market right now. There's no point in doing so. As presently constructed, this Knicks team can go all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's put that in perspective. The Knicks don't have to make a move. They want to make a move. They want to make an upgrade. They want to get another player at the center position because they know if they get somebody that is reliable and available for most games of the regular season at that position, and they have a good impact, and they play very well under head coach Tom Thibodeau, it could mean this Knicks team going all the way to the NBA Finals. Everybody understands that. They recognize it, and they understand the opportunity. The Knicks clearly do. That's why each and every single week, I have another update for you guys about the Knicks and them shifting gears in terms of their trade plans. The first week, it was Walker Kessler and Nick Richards. The week after that, it was Sengun and Duran. And now it's veteran, high-paid, high-salary centers. And we just went over a few names. Now, it doesn't mean that the Knicks are going to go after and target each and every player on this list. But it does bring into question that the Knicks are going to look at different names because they can't get the player that they want. In my opinion, the center that they want on this roster to start is Walker Kessler. But because they can't get him, because Danny Ainge does not want to play ball the right way, he does not want to play fair, he wants to ask for significant assets in any type of Walker Kessler trade. So because of that, it's shifting the Knicks to look elsewhere. And that's why we're talking about potential veteran centers that they're looking to trade for. Again, if I had to pick out any one of those names, it would be Brook Lopez. He's a champion, he fits this team, and he fits exactly what the Knicks need. If they can't get him, but they can get another center, I'm okay with that too. It all comes down to cost and what that center's role is going to be when they're on this team. Are they going to start? Are they going to come off the bench? Who is that player? What's their role going to be? It's all going to be up to Leon Rose and this Knicks front office to identify that player and get him on this team. And Tom Thibodeau has to like that player and see a role for them moving forward next season. If he can't, or he doesn't see any role for them, then it doesn't make sense for the Knicks to trade for that player. Hopefully, Leon Rose and this Knicks front office knows that, and they're targeting players that they know Tom Thibodeau will utilize and play for the upcoming season, because those are the players we need. We don't need more players going to the bench and not seeing any time. That doesn't help the Knicks. Honestly, it hurts us. We need to utilize our depth. That means we need to have players that Tom Thibodeau will utilize as part of our depth. It's very clear at this point in time. We are building a team that fits under Tom Thibodeau and fits with the core that we have in Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, OG Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges. Adding one of these centers, especially Brook Lopez, is supporting that, is supporting the dream of winning a championship. That's been the goal since Leon Rose took over, and it's still the goal right now. It's the goal moving forward. We have not lost sight of it. That's why the Knicks continue to press forward, trying to look for another center that they can add to this team. And I cannot wait to see who Leon Rose chooses to upgrade at that position. But what about you guys? What do you think about the Knicks looking at veteran, high-salary centers to join this Knicks roster? Let me know in the comments below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans. Peace.